So before we start with the breathing exercises, we're going to first measure where you're currently at. So we're going to measure your breathing IQ. Breathing IQ is fundamentally two different things. It's your location of movement, what part of your body you breathe with the most and how you breathe. And then it's the amount of circumference between your inhale and your exhale. So we're aiming to breathe horizontally, so only around the belly area. That's the ideal, but most people are actually vertical breathers unless they've been doing training. And then there are a lot of people who are hybrid. So that's going to give us like the first part of our score. So there is horizontal breathers, and then there's vertical breathers. That's exaggerated, but you get the point of it. You're breathing with your chest, and then there's a bit of both when they're breathing with both. And it's not that one of these motions is necessarily wrong. We actually use all of them, especially if you're doing sport. But if you want to optimize your breathing and be more relaxed, you want to ultimately breathe with this part of the belly. So the exercises are going to be actually based on improving your location of movement, focusing on breathing with the belly, and then also expanding that thoracic cavity so you can expand the amount that you can inhale. So to observe this, you're going to just send me a video from the side, and you're just going to take a deep breath, like a normal breath. And if you see in the camera here, we want it to be that horizontal breath, but just observe and send it my way, and we'll be able to determine your score based off of that. You're going to take your inhale subtracted by your exhale, take the difference of that, and you're going to divide it by your inhale. Take that number and you're going to multiply it by 1,000. That's going to give you your range of motion score. So mine right now is 94. The highest you can get is 120. My location of motion was really good. That in this lower quadrant, horizontal. And then your range of motion, if it's between 80 and 100, I would have a B. Mine was 94, so I'm actually right here at a B. And ideally I want to get to an A. So to get to an A, I would have to get my range of motion up by at least half an inch, so that I'm at around 4 inches of that. So send over your form on these two, like the difference in your range, and I'll calculate it, and we'll see where we're at to begin with. And ultimately, we all want to be at an A, because the reason we do this is to breathe better with this part of the stomach, because there are more alveoli here. Those are the air sacs where the oxygen exchange occurs into our blood. So the better you are here, the better you can breathe from here. Generally, the more endurance you'll have. Also, people that breathe with their lower belly tend to be more relaxed, simply because this turns on more of a parasympathetic response during your day-to-day activities. Whereas people that breathe from up here, breathing from up here tends to cause more of a sympathetic response, puts you in a stressed state, and that's because we generally only should use these muscles for breathing in when we're sprinting, or we have to like get as much air as possible in. So you can breathe with these, and it's perfectly normal, but again, it's going to put you in that more stressed state. So we want to optimally breathe down here, and the exercises that we're going to do are to help reteach your body to breathe with the lower belly, and improve the location of motion, ultimately improve your breath IQ, endurance, and lower stress.